dare try to stop the truth? How dare you?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Rams are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Saints defense that needs to be ready for it.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. With that last carry, Adrian Peterson has gone over 12,000 yards in his career. He becomes the 16th member of that elusive club.
How about that? The next 3 guys that are on the list that he can pass, all Hall of Famers. Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, and Marcus Allen. No wonder his dad called him AD for all day. That man can go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, and make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll fake to Peterson, and now Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Off the play fake to Peterson. Here's Breeze to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Goff. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Second down following the run. They run again with Peterson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake. Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Breeze now on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Eluding the pressure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Haoli Kikaha coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click. Second down, here's Breeze. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their book.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On play action, now Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
first and 10. Daniel. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Throwing on second down, Daniel. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's Daniel. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And the wideout in motion. From midfield, here's Daniel. And he whips that one incomplete there. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he motions the wide receiver. Third and long. It's Daniel. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Here we go now. Boom,
Daniel going to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing again is Daniel. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on third down, Daniel. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, it's gone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Goff now on second down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and 2, Goff into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Shift together here from the D-line. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
Out of the gun, Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Ready. Mike 50.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Breeze. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Breeze to throw on second down. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Breeze now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. Just making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch 81, watch 81. Here we go.
Here's Goff. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's third down. The Rams on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. To throw is Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Bree's going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 50, it's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now gone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, it's gone. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Delvin Breaux with a pick. There he goes left side. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for New Orleans, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.